Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since I think I made a video. So everything that's been going on. Unfortunately, I had COVID back in June, and COVID hair loss is real. I'll tell you right now. I have sadly figured that out. My hair is gotten so thin. It might not look like it. You might not be able to see bald spots, but I can tell that it's just thinned out so bad because I go to put it in a bun or something like that, like I normally put them. This isn't normally how I put a bun, but I go to put a normal bun in my hair and I go to grab it and there's like the amount of hair that I grab isn't as thick as it used to be. And it doesn't help that I have Hashimoto's. So Hashimoto's already makes me lose hair, and then on top of that, I've lost so much within this last month due to having COVID in June. It's just I started looking at wigs last night. Anyway, that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about I decided to go back to school. And I decided to go into a career or a path that it's blue collar. I decided to go into heavy equipment operating. I've always been a blue collar person, so why exactly operating? I don't know, even as a kid, I sat out in the dirt and played with the yellow Tonka trucks, and I still have my big yellow metal Tonka trucks. Anyway, I am the oldest out of my class, out of 12 or 14 people, okay? The one down closest to me in age, next oldest, would be 27. Next oldest after that would be 26. Next oldest after that is 25. Next oldest after that is 20. And the rest are 18 and 19. Okay. So what prompted me to make this video today? So we have a group chat for the class and stuff like that. And our foreman, our self-appointed foreman, texted today that there's a chance of rain around 10 o'clock and he wants to go to the classroom today instead of being out on the site and running equipment. There's only a 35% chance today, and it's at 2 p.m. But there is a 50% chance of rain for Thursday. And I guarantee the closer that we get to Thursday, the heavier that chance is going to increase. I won't be here Friday because I already bought tickets to a 2-day music festival. And the music festival starts on Friday. So people ask what the difference between my generation, I guess I'm considered I'm considered a millennial. I think that's what they consider me, because I'm 30. And the 18 and 19 year olds, which I think they consider Gen Z. Well, what I just told you is the main difference. Oh, no, I didn't tell you yet. Anyway, I texted my teacher and I told him, there's only a 35% chance for today. If you need me, I'll be out on the site. I'm pretty sure half of them just want to nurse a hangover for today. Meaning that, like, they was out drinking or something last night and they woke up and they just felt like shit. Pure shit. And this isn't the first time it's happened, neither. It wasn't last week, it was the week before, or the week before that. I'm not 100% sure. But we was in the classroom, because it was raining that morning and stuff. And while most of us were on our laptops doing tests, a majority of them turned on Project X in the classroom and started watching it. And then after lunch, all of them except for one other and myself left. There was still still 2 hours and 45 minutes left of class. They left. In those 2 hours and 45 minutes that they left, I accomplished... Okay, I started the day and I had 22 tests to take. By the end of the day, I was currently on a test and I had 3 left. So in general, I had 4 tests total left. I still have 4 tests total left. But as long as it's a nice day, I want to be out getting as much seat time as I can and learn everything. Like, I've been on a dozer quite a bit. I've learned that I'm really good at pushing. Like, I can stick the blade. I've gotten better at pushing, okay? But I can't do fine work with it. I'm not a fine grader. Meaning, once I stick that blade in the ground, I get really heavy on the stick for the blade. And it's either I'm starting to cut material for you, or that's it. Like, I gotta get better on that. And the sad thing is, unfortunately, the supervisor at the site that we have been working on, because our instructor is not our supervisor at the site, they look at me because I'm young. I'm younger than them. The gentleman's about 60 or something like that. They see me, they see 30, and they see you're in really good health. No, I wake up every day, my back hurting so bad, I don't want to move. But I'm too young to get Social Security, or Social Security, supplemental income. I'm too young. I've applied. My neck hurts. My back hurts. Last night I couldn't sleep because my legs felt like pin of needles. Like every time I moved my legs, it just felt like a needle. Like I was being poked and poked and poked. But I still rather go out there and get that seat time, because I know I'm at a point in my life to where, even though I'm in so much physical pain, I can't get Social Security supplemental income, that I have to do something. So I'm paying for this class too. I'm paying like $4,000 some. So my mentality is, I'm paying for this, I'm going to make this class work for me, and I'm going to learn everything and anything that I can. They would go out, like when we was out on the job site the first 2 weeks and stuff, and we was out in the equipment, they would go take off to lunch, and I would stay, and I'd run equipment. They take, like even in the classroom, they go take off for lunch. I'd sit there and work on tests. Because to be honest, they'd all sit there and talk and shit while I'm trying to take tests, and I can't focus. I can't focus at all with the little in the background and stuff. And when I was in high school, it wasn't like that. It's because all the trauma I have experienced in my adult life I always had anxiety, but all the trauma that I've experienced in my adult life has just driven my anxiety up so high. Like, I'm not autistic, because I've asked my psychiatrist if he thought there was a possibility. Because I've gotten to the point to where if I'm trying to focus on something and there's a bunch of noise back behind me, or a bunch of noise around me, I can't focus at all. I have to sit there and wait for it to get quiet again before I can start to focus. like when it comes to reading, book work, stuff like that, it's the case. But like when I'm out in the equipment, if I don't have like the radio going or something like that, because it kind of helps me focus to an extent. But then sometimes if I really, really need to focus because I'm getting frustrated or something like that, I'll turn the radio off. I don't understand how my fucking brain works. I really don't. But I know I'm just fucking weird, that's for sure. The way I operate and all this up here works. And anyway, so like I said, the point of today's video was like the difference between the 30-year-olds and the 19 and 20-year-olds. I have a bit more drive than they do. That's the difference. Like I said, my back, just sitting here in this car right now, my back is hurting so fucking bad. I literally could cry. But, you know, I cowboyed up and I'm here. And I'll go ahead, well, no. I'll go ahead and show you that there's probably some people sitting down there at the classroom. But at the same time, I know nobody watches my shit, but at the same time, if somebody would, I don't want people to know, like, what the name of my school is and where I'm going. So, yeah. We just know a lot of the old timers, like the baby boomers and stuff like that, they ask, but like, what's wrong with your generation? It's not my generation. It's not. It's not. I'll end the video on this little note. So I went to an interview one time, a job interview for this auto manufacturing company, and they have a very big facility, and the job was just as a janitorial, so cleaning the bathrooms, taking the trash cans out, stuff like that. So she asked me a little bit about myself. I told her I was raised by my grandparents. And she said, well, I would have a hard time wanting to hire you. Because where you lived in a household where the people who raised you, you didn't see them work, you have no work drive or work ethic. Sorry, I used that word the other day, and our supervisor was like, it's ethic, not ethnic. And I was like, oh yeah, ethnic meant race, like you're Asian, African American, other shit like that. Yeah, that's not right. And it just, yeah. Anyway, that I wouldn't have any work ethic. That I wouldn't want to work. That it's not that I don't want to work. I hurt so fucking bad. Anyway, but this was way before, like, I had the bad pregnancy that killed me, and it really shot my back, and it shot my body, and before my grandfather died, all this other shit. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave out on that note, because it's very clear that she was wrong. She was wrong.